So, in today's episode of Client Interviews, I have invited Alex, who we have recently helped move from Spain to Dubai. So, Alex operates in the digital marketing niche as well as the online coaching and consulting space. A very unique thing about his process is that Alex started the business while in Spain, but as soon as he sensed that he's on the upward trajectory and he's growing his business to the level that by the end of the year, it would amount to or it will accumulate a huge tax bill for himself. So even though he was in his earlier months, or I think he had this first year done, but as soon as he sensed that now is the time to scale his company, instead of scaling that company in Spain and then being liable for all the taxes to the Spanish tax authorities, he was clever enough to move his business and his personal taxation to UAE. And that allowed him to build the base where now he can comfortably scale his business without giving away 40 to 50% in taxes. Another great thing about the process for Alex was that we were, again, be able to do all his processes quite fast. So it was literally like 3 weeks in Spain, and then he fly to Dubai and we get it done, everything locally within the first week of him landing. So yeah, it was overall an amazing experience. And I'm happy that he now has this vehicle where he can comfortably scale his business to the level that he truly has the potential and that he truly wants. Again, the purpose of these interviews is to give you the back end or the first hand experience of someone who has done it by themselves, as well as to give you the motivation that if that is something that could be suitable and beneficial for you and your business. And if that's the case, then you can book a one-on-one call with me from the first link in the description below. And then we can have a discussion and give an honest opinion if UAE is something that you can benefit from. Is it something that your business can benefit from? And if that's so, what would be your next steps? So without any delay, let's get started with the interview. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of the video. So can you start by telling me what is your name and what is the work that you do?
There you go. So this is Alex here. I run an online coaching business that helps 9-to-5ers become a social media manager. So as a self-employed in Spain, if you make more than 70K a year, I would have had to pay around 50% tax. If I was to set up my company under like an LTD, I would have to pay like 25%. And with the numbers we were making, like long term, it didn't make sense at all to be paying all these numbers to the government. And so I thought, because of my age, because of my situation, it makes a lot of sense to move to where most of my network is as well. Because when you're in the online space, most mentors, entrepreneurs, people that I've been able to meet, they have their base in Dubai. So it made a lot of sense. So now I have my first ever company, right? It's based in the UAE. All the papers are in place. I have my Emirates ID and I'm soon to get my tax certificate. So that's exactly what I was looking for. I reached out to Shiraz. When was it? Literally like a month and a half ago. And now I'm in Dubai. I'm in a beautiful apartment. I'm actually a resident here and I have a company. So I couldn't have asked for a better service, right? Or done for you company setup.
Amazing. Glad that I was able to help and it was a good experience for you. So can you also tell me about what was your mindset when you were thinking about moving to a new country? And also it's in Middle East, it's a Muslim country, different culture, different place. People would have said something about, this thing or this country, this particular type of experiences you will have. So what was your idea before moving here? And then after you have moved here, did you find it the same or is it different? Is it as per your expectation?
That's a very good point. Since I was very young and I was the only in my family that knew that Dubai was a place of opportunity instead of a place of close-minded people. That's what my fam thought. But my fam they don't deal with business decisions, right? We're talking about a business, we're talking about my future. And I think if anyone is considering moving to Dubai, you have to keep in mind that you're the one that runs the business, right? You're the ones that are making the move, not the people around you, not the people that are giving you advice. I usually just take advice from people that have done what they're talking about. So my parents and my environment, even friends and a couple of partners that I have in Spain, they were kind of against it because of I'd say their lack of understanding of Dubai. They probably have seen something online and they believe it, and not having having critical thinking. That's a big problem in most people. So I went for it. I followed my gut, and I feel like doing it with you, like I was taking no risk because when you're working with experts, right, that's why you invest in experts, right? So they've already done it so many times that it's an easy process that can happen fast. Otherwise, it would have taken me a year by myself to set it up.
That we were able to do everything in, I think, less than 40 days.
There you go.
Okay, that's a quite amazing perspective to hear from what you have experienced, and naturally it gives motivation to others as well so far who were planning to make the move but who are not sure because of what they hear in their environment.
The experience has been amazing. I even got to meet a couple times, right, with the guy that's driving me to the places. She had, right, one of your team members, driving me to medical exams. We're even gonna meet one day. I'm sure we're gonna have Indian together. So overall, the experience, I've been liking it a lot because I just wanted one thing. I wanted my company set up, and I wanted my company set up fast. And so I reached out to you with that expectation. You've delivered.
Can you tell me what was the one thing that you liked the most while working with me?
Speed. Speed is the main thing. I value speed. I value my time, right? I run a business and I know that every hour that I'm wasting my business money, or that's hour that I could generate more revenue or more impact for my business. So I needed someone to do it fast with, and that's how it happened with you.
Obviously, you know that me and my service and my team, we are not offering the cheapest package in the market. I do understand that there are quite a few companies that offer more expensive than me, kind of like double my cost. However, I'm still not the cheapest in the market, and I'm sure if you would have done research, you would have found some more companies that are going at the lowest prices as well. But you almost paid around $12,000 to work with me. So why was that decision that you made? Why did you not go with someone who was double to my cost or someone who's the cheapest in the market that is selling?
So I'm going to be fully transparent with you. And I had four people that I had spoken to, you between one of them. And I had these two big agencies in Dubai that set up companies. I'm not going to mention their names, but there's these two big agencies. And I feel like they have so many clients that I've seen reviews of them. And I know that even though they were offering for I think it was like 8 k or something, even though they were offering for that amount, and they were kind of pressuring me or just trying to get me onto that offer. I knew that sometimes paying premium gets you the results you really want. I've always wanted to make a well thought out decision. So when I wanted to invest in you, Shiraz, I took a look at few agencies, and I wanted to make sure that this was the right move. So to me, 12K was was a long-term investment. Like I literally broke down how much would I have to pay in taxes like this year or this trimester or something, and I would have paid like around that. And so this makes a lot of sense long term.
Okay.
12K is nothing if you're taking me to places. If you're even if I wasn't to break down the 12K investment into how much I'd save in taxes, and I just break down the investment on how much time you would save me from setting up the company for me and doing most of the things, it would also be worth it.
Sure. And would you mind sharing me an estimate number of what tax savings are you looking for in the next 1 to 3 years?
We're a fast growing company,
Of
right? Every
course.
month we're 1.xing our revenue and cash collected. So I wouldn't know. Maybe in 2024 you know we're making big numbers. Right now we're a multi six figure company, and I feel like when we're playing at these levels, if I was to set up a company in Spain or a high tax country, like mostly places in Europe, that's what you get to pay just to have a company. um, I can do some numbers, but
I think
working as
so. A minimum,
self-employed,
you
it
are
would have,
saying six figures, a minimum you would have reached, right?
I'd say 2024, definitely.
Okay.
2023 would be multiple five figures.
Okay. Okay. So I think just this 12K, just for this year, it has paid five times of its value.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
there you go.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
long-term thing, and 2024 it'll pay off a lot more, right? So it makes sense. I'd say tax is the main benefit, that for sure, the 0% tax, especially if you're a free zone company, you start establishing an online business. Second of all, what I'm loving about Dubai is how there's people from so many different places, and you can live the same lifestyle that you were living in Canada, Europe, Barcelona, places like where I've been on. I've been able to travel, and I can live the same lifestyle because Dubai, it adapts to Europe, it adapts to the US, Canada, it adapts to so many different places, and that's awesome. I feel like security, like the safety, you can walk here with your iPhone and a watch, and there's nothing that will happen to you. That's a big thing for me, especially Europe, and there's a lot of places, right? You're not safe. Uh, so that would be the biggest thing. It is a little bit far from where I'm at in
Yeah.
terms of coming back to seeing my fam, but aside that, I think everything made sense for me to make this move.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Alex, for your time, and I appreciate your time, and I wish you the best of luck in the expansion of your company.
Thank you, Shiraz.
Thank you.